Assalamualaikum and good morning to our Madam Fadilah. Today, our group will present about our project. The title is Construction and Demolition Industry. My name is Siti Masbah binti Kalana. Today, I will present about the introduction. Naza Engineering and Construction, Sdn Bhd, Naza EC is located at Central Mixed Development Section 13 Shah Alam. This company was established in 2010 to support the operation of Naza TTDI, Sdn Bhd, the Naza Group Companies Army. Naza Holding has diversified into business such as property development, engineering and construction, automotive distribution, asset management, telecommunication infrastructure, food and beverage distribution, and strategic investment. Besides that, Naza EC has strengthened Naza Group's status as a Malaysian integrated developer by implementing a variety of projects. Aside from that, Naza EC has been involved in high-value construction projects in Malaysia since 2010 and is gearing up to take on larger infrastructure developments such as the Light Rail Transit, LRT, Line 3, and the proposed high-speed rail, HSR, linking Kuala Lumpur to Singapore. Naza EC also offers complete construction solution, specializing in civil engineering and infrastructure work. Naza EC is registered with the Construction Industry Development Board, CIDB, as a Grade 7 construction company. Naza Engineering and Construction Naza EC was chosen as our case study for building material waste management because Naza EC is one of Malaysia's largest and most stable corporation. Naza has complete numerous townships and buildings, the latest among which are Site Kajang Locust Apartment and Site Shah Alam Central Mixed Development. As a nutshell, we believe Naza has well-organized waste management system, which is why Naza can obtain many huge contracts.
Hai, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Dayang Masita binti Abang Abdul Razak and I'll be presenting on the part of discussion. So today I'll be talking on the part of the nature industry of Naza EC. So Naza EC stand for Naza Engineering and Construction. Their nature industry are construction and demolition. So, for your information, 90% of construction debris or waste are non-hazardous, where all these waste can be reused, repurposed, reclaimed, or also can be recycled. So, we choose Naza EC for our source, for our case study. Okay, Naza EC has completed many of project where is such as construction of building, infrastructure, and township. One of the site of Naza EC project is located at Shah Alam, Section 13, where the project name is Centralist Mixed Development. So in this site, there's a few waste are generated by this company, such as adhesive or glue that contain solvent organic, spent lubricant oil, and spent hydraulic oil, and also the gearbox oil. But the gearbox oil is handled by the supplier and not under Naza EC supervision. This waste that I've been named that generated by this company due to their hazardous characteristic with high potential to harm the environment, public safety and health. So this waste has been classified under the Schedule Waste by Department of Environment, DOE. For the non-hazardous waste from this Naza EC company, generated by this company, will directly go to the roll bin, or known as roll-on and roll-off bin, where these wastes are usually we can find as a cement, brick, tile, and ceramic. But the hazardous waste will be stored at storage room at the construction site. Currently, main hazardous waste in Nazar Isi centrally sites are SW303 adhesive or glue waste containing organic solvent, SW305 spent lubricant oil, diesel oil, and gearbox oil, SW306 which is spent hydraulic oil.
Next is the methodology. For the industrial waste from construction highway site, two work process identify some of our industrial waste which is from site clearing and earthwork activity. This site clearing contain one process called earthwork, where site clearing involve cutting trees and clearing the bushes. So site clearing and earthwork generate non-harmful waste such as excessive soil that has been excavated and trees that have been cut. Tough is it is not harmful waste, it is still considered illegal to dump it to the forest where the forest is under the forestry department's supervision. Nazar Isi solved this problem by shredding the trees into fiber form and selling it away to the farmer to be used as a fertilizer. The same goes to the excessive soil. This is to avoid illegal dumping at forest site. These illegal dumping activities are causing a harmful risk and damaging the living environment in many ways. Illegal construction waste dumping has also caused wildlife death, destroy habitat, and damage the natural landscape.
Salam and hi everyone. My name is Ashraf Arusdi bin Afidi. So for this presentation, I will explain about the discussion on type of waste, which is SW303, SW305, and finally is the SW306. Okay, so for the first thing is the SW303, which stands for adhesive glue or waste containing organic solvents. Okay, so the adhesive can be created artificially or organically. Rubber-based adhesive are frequently made by dissolving natural rubber in solvents, adding resins and other components, and then producing specialized polymers with heat or chemical catalysts. Silicon, polyurethane, polychloroprene, styrene, polyisobutylene, polysulfate, and polyamide are the most widely used rubber-based polymer-based adhesive. Okay, so for the storage, it is usually ideal to keep the containers containing the adhesive in a cold, dry, well-ventilated environment. Normal storage temperatures range from 10 to 45 degrees Celsius. To avoid evaporation and keep moisture out, make sure all the lids are firmly fastened on the containers. Okay, so for the second one is the SW305, which is the spent lubricant oil. Okay, so spent lubricant oil is produced from crude oil, which is purified before being pumped into fractioning towers. The thousands of hydrocarbons in crude oil are separated from each other within a tower using a process known as fractional distillation. The various fractions cool, condense, and return to liquid form at different rates as the vapors rise through the tower, determined by their respective boiling points, which is the lower the boiling point of the fraction, the higher it rises before condensing. Okay, so for lubricant oil, it should be stored indoors whenever possible, preferably in an air-conditioned area with steady temperatures. The storage area should be well ventilated with a level all resistant floor. Furthermore, the area should be shelving that protects all containers adequately. Okay. Okay. Finally is the SW306, which stands for the spent hydraulic oil. Okay, so the large number of spent hydraulic oils are made from dewaxed paraffin based crude oils that have been blended with additives to impart appropriate properties for the specific application. New biodegradable hydraulic fluids with natural bases such as canola oil also have been developed. Additives are added to hydraulic fluids to give them distinct properties. Corrosion inhibitors, anti-erosion additives, friction reducers, and anti-foamants are examples of common additives. Because these additives can be used to change the color of the fluid, different brands are frequently different colors. Okay, so for the final thing is the storage. Okay, so hydraulic oil should be stored indoors in a dry location where temperatures remain moderate at all times to ensure the proper storage. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Natra Fakira and I will be presenting about the potential and actual pollution related harms occurring if the wastes are not properly managed. Sometimes, minor spillage of oils happens during the construction. This incident is very rare to occur because NASA EC has an emergency response plan ERP to manage. NASA EC company has an ERP to take appropriate actions that are in an emergency to minimize the effect of the emergency within and around the work site. Oil spillage is the potential and actual pollution that is happen in NASA EC. The spillage is controlled by stopping or securing the spill sources with a spillage kit such as sawdust, granules or sand to minimize the spread and impact of the spillage. Then the worker needs to dispose of the contaminated spillage kit as scheduled waste. The person who discovers the spillage shall immediately inform the workers around the area. They need to refer to the safety data sheet SDS for the handling of spillage by using personal protective equipment such as respirator glove and protective clothing. It is just the same as major spillage of oils. The sources of the spark of flame shall be immediately removed. If drains are suspected to be contaminated, they need to inform the head of safety and health to notify the Environment Agency or local water authority and record it to the chemical spillage record. These materials lead to fire or explosion that may cause environmental impact such as global warming, ozone depletion, acid rain, water pollution, air pollution, or land or soil contamination.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Patricia Nusada and I will talk about conclusion. Okay, in conclusion, NASA EC is one of the companies that efficiently manage their waste effectively due to its stability and one of the biggest construction companies in Malaysia. Not only reducing waste protect the environment, but it will also save money all over the disposal cost overall. The environment benefits from recycling and or reusing waste since it reduces the need to extract resources and the likelihood of contamination. Next, I will talk about recommendation, which is it is known that inappropriate waste management procedures have a negative impact on the research areas, natural environment, and sustainable development. Therefore, to ensure the next generation has a better quality of life, some of the construction companies in Malaysia should follow the footsteps of Naza EC in managing their waste, as it clearly shows that they have managed and sustained to overcome the recycling, minimizing and recovery of the waste that they produce. That's all from our group. Thank you.